Hi everyone, this is Chris Stewart here with training footage from June 21st, 2014. Today in training I did snatches. This is a Saturday training session, so the convention at our gym is we go heavy on Saturdays. So I did snatches and clean and jerks, and then I did a front squat combination with a jerk at the end, or a couple repetitions of a jerk in some cases. So the programming today called for an alternating 80-85% combination, and then we were told if we felt good after that to work up to a new 1 rep max if possible. At least that's how I interpret it. So I actually ended up setting a 1 rep max today at 91 kilos, which is 1 kilo above my previous 1 rep max. So I was really happy about that. And I've been progressing at a fairly linear rate, which is unusual for, well, it's unusual for advanced weightlifters. It's fairly common for beginning weightlifters. I'm still able to get away with my noob gains, and every technique improvement that I make is amplified by the fact that I have fairly poor form to begin with, and I have enough strength to actually handle this. Here's 85. You see I missed my first attempt at 85. I'll come back to 85 here, and I stick this attempt, and then I decide to go up to my 91 kilo attempt after that. And so the 91 kilo attempt felt good. I mean, this is my first attempt at 91. I usually have this weird thing going on where I have to attempt a weight twice before I can actually hit it, but I hit that one on the first one. I didn't really hold the lockout or anything. There was a bar in front of me, which kind of got me thrown off a little bit, but I would have been able to hit the lockout. Then I decided to come back and get greedy and try and hit 95 kilos. And this attempt right here, the second attempt, is my closest attempt to making 95 kilos. I attempted it 3 times, and this one, I think I would have hit it if I was wearing normal weightlifting shoes, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and I'm going to hit 95 kilos within the next 3 weeks. I want to set an ultimatum for myself. Talking long-term goals, I want to hit 100 kilos by the end of 2014. I think that's attainable by the linear progression I'm making right now. Then I'll probably reassess where I need to be after I hit my 100 kilo attempt. But then I worked into clean and jerks, and the jerks on these felt really good. The cleans need work. So my coach was telling me, and actually this persists as well on my snatches, that my toes are coming off the ground when I'm driving off the floor, and that is not what we want to happen. So I need to focus on digging those toes into the ground as well as driving off of my heels, pushing the floor away with my entire foot, not just the heels of my feet. So that's where I'm sitting on my cleans. I want to focus on that this coming week. The jerks I was fairly happy with. I would like to get my back knee down a little bit more, but I am keeping my weight distributed to my heels on my jerks, which allows me to jerk better and generate more bar speed, and just overall the jerk feels better instead of getting that shoulder soreness I was experiencing a week ago now, where it was almost painful to go through these workouts. So that's where I'm sitting with the jerks. I was alternating 80-85% on my clean and jerks as well, so that's, well, 85 or 80% would have been 87.5 kilos, but I didn't want to mess with the weight, so I just said 90 kilos and 94 kilos. I didn't decide to work up to anything higher than that on jerks because, clean and jerks, because the cleans are pretty bad. I don't know, I wasn't very satisfied with the cleans in general from watching them today. So after you see me miss that one right there, and I don't know, it was kind of a product of me thinking too much. I feel like when I'm getting down in the hole here, sometimes I just need to do the movement and think less. Then after these clean and jerks, I did the front squat jerk combination, and I was really, the programming only called for front squats, but I really like this front squat jerk combination of lifts. I think it's worthwhile because it makes me tired or fatigued when I'm coming out of my front squats, and I need to get better at gaining consistency on my jerks when I'm tired, because when I get into those heavy cleans, I'm going to be popping out of the hole, and I'm going to be tired when I finish the clean. So I think there's value in doing these clean or front squat jerks. So I did 90 kilos for 2 reps of front squats, then I did 90 kilos for 2 jerks, and the jerks aren't really necessarily as pretty on these, but I was able to get them done, and then I moved up to, the split is just really narrow on those two, but it's a work in progress, I guess, when it comes to these front squat and jerks. And then I moved up to 100 kilos, so for 2 reps on the front squat and then just 1 jerk after that. And these were challenging, which is good. So even if my coach's programming doesn't necessarily call for these front squat jerks, I might start integrating them in if I feel good and I think it would be a good idea on that day. So that's the workout for June 21st, and a new Snatch PR is always a good day. So thanks for watching.